Okay, so you want to install your own radon mitigation system. We're going to go over the necessary steps to get you to that final safe level of radon in your house if you're having issues. One thing that I want to hit on is I recommend getting a professional to come out and do it for you. There's a lot of steps that aren't very safe. This is an instructional video on how to do a DIY, do-it-yourself radon mitigation system installation. Okay, so if you're ready to install your own radon mitigation system with the safety precautions in place and the education that you have in your brain, let's get started. So, who are you? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and the company you work with?
I'm Sean Hemmert. I work for Prospect Inspection Services. I've been doing this for about 5 years now. We offer many services: radon testing, home inspections, termite inspections. We do water tests, mold tests, well equipment inspections, basically everything top to bottom when it comes to a house. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. What are you going to be doing here today for us?
So today we're going to set up a radon machine and we're going to conduct a radon test. Our test typically sits for 48 hours. We use a continuous radon machine, so it runs continuously for 48 hours. The report we provide is going to give you a graph and a chart for every hour for those 48 hours, and I'll tell you what the reading is, and at the end give you an average as well.
Okay, cool. So when you do the test, is there anything that should be kept in mind in terms of spatial awareness around the device or anything like that?
Yeah, so you want to drop the device in the lowest livable space. So if this basement was like half finished, we would drop it in the finished portion. If there's a crawl space, we just drop it on the bottom floor. You want to keep it basically away 2 feet around it, away from anything. I would say it's a general rule of thumb. And then you want to keep all your windows and doors throughout the house closed, so you're getting a proper test. It can alter the test if there's windows and doors open, wind blowing through and whatnot.
Okay, awesome.
When we first moved into our new home, we wanted to have our radon levels tested. And so we went to Prospect, which is a home inspection company in our area. And the services that they offered were at a reasonable price, and also they offer very professional services. So they have somebody come out and set up their radon equipment and test for our radon levels. It's actually a 48-hour test, and they leave the instrument with you. You're not supposed to touch it, and it basically sits in the area of concern, and it measures the radon levels during that 48-hour period. And so we had our basement radon levels measured, and as you can see, we had a minimum of 1.6 and an average of 8.6, which is 4.6 picocuries per liter higher, or 4.6 PCI over L higher than the EPA recommended rating of radon that is considered safe in your basement. So it's on average higher than the EPA's recommended level. And then we had a maximum of 19 for our radon level. So that was concerning, and we really wanted to reduce the amount of radon in our basement. So we're going to install a radon system shortly. And so temperature-wise, we're around 70 degrees Fahrenheit with a max of 73. And then for our relative humidity, we stayed between 67 and 75% humidity. We do have a French drain in our basement along the perimeter of the slab, so that could be where some moisture is coming in. When you install a radon system, generally you can reduce your radon levels and your humidity levels. So at the temperature of 73 degrees Fahrenheit, we had a 75% relative humidity, so the air wasn't 100% saturated, but it was 0.75% saturated, so that's kind of high. And then here's it every hour. So basically the piece of equipment that they set up tests all this information every hour They get the air pressure, the radon level, the temperature, humidity. And they do that every hour, and they give you this nice graph at the end of it. And so temperature, I'd say, stayed relatively constant between 3 degrees, but you could see the radon levels were all over the place with the dashed line here. And so we want to get our radon level. If over here is from 0 to 20, we want to get ours like really close to this bottom line here, this horizontal line.